Welcome to the last session of the Autumn Equinox Day. Can't believe it's gone, it's flown by. Wow, the sessions have been absolutely incredible, from starting the day with kind of reflecting on the summer, and then Elena's one to really embodying all these different archetypes within our body. And that was just a lot of fun, a lot of emotions stirred up. Then followed by gorgeous workshop on rediscovering your purpose. And yeah, those amazing journal prompts, that meditation at the end was just incredible, very deep and really enlightening. And followed by Katarzyna's energy work and the connection with your soul, and also the tapping. So that will be a really good one to go back to and just keep going over the tapping. And she also went through a really great little summary of how to do it yourself as well, if you don't have access to a video or a recording. And then we've just had this incredible hypnosis by Sarah, which was, yeah, I've never experienced something like that before, so that was really magic. So I love how all of these sessions have just really helped us reconnect, realign, recenter ourselves back on ourselves. And hopefully some ideas have come up. And we were just saying earlier how it'll be really amazing to hear kind of what has been stirred and what kind of things are going to come into fruition for the next few months and the next season of things. So I realized I didn't introduce myself in the first session. So I'm Ola. So I organized this day. I've been called to bring women together and give them a platform to share their gifts. There's so many amazing and incredible people now really putting themselves out there and training and doing a lot of work to really help others. And I think the biggest struggle for me when building my business was, how do I get the word out there? How do I join these events? And even like hosting my first workshop, it was just absolutely terrifying. So I wanted to create this space to really invite people to potentially host their first workshop or try something new, or and just kind of have that experience of holding space for people. And also just to share the audiences between us, because at the end of the day, we're all sharing such incredible things, and some things are going to click for some people and some things aren't. So just really, yeah, utilizing our own networks to co-create something beautiful. And what has been amazing bringing this workshop together, or this whole day together, is that I kind of had an intention and I kind of had an idea of how this work or how this day was going to go. But actually, when the people who came in and suggested their own workshops and sessions, it was just magic to see what actually formed and how it all just worked. It all just flowed, and each session has just had its own individual energy, but also just really works within the day. So I'm just so grateful, and I just want to say thank you to all the speakers who committed their time. And of course, this is a free event, so none of the speakers are paid. So if you could go and support and show your support for them by following them, subscribing to their newsletter, just sending them a message maybe about how amazing or what your experience was of the session. Yeah, just to let them know how amazing it's been, because it really has. I mean, I'm definitely going to spend tomorrow just like integrating, letting it kind of all sit and settle. Is there anything else I wanted to say before I kick off? No, I think that was everything. And yeah, there will be another session. There'll be another day in December or January, date to be confirmed, and then one in April as well, before a full retreat in May in Turkey. And it's going to be really focused on working with your intuition, working to create your business from a very intuitive feminine place, but also working with the masculine and feeling the element of it. And yeah, being in person, presenting, doing lots of workshops, working with your energy, working with your period, working with the moon, all these different things. So another co-creation in person, a few events up to that point. So what I wanted to wrap up this day with was a card pull, just to see what the collective kind of energy is, and if we've got any messages for kind of moving forwards. And also I'll just guide you through a little meditation, a final journaling prompt, just to wrap up the day. And something that I've really had to learn and embody is that we can do all the work, we can do all the healing, we can do all of the different things, but we have to take the action steps to really fully embody those things that we want to create. Unfortunately, we are not such incredible manifestors that we can just sit on the sofa and just keep like imagining, just hoping it all drops into our lap, just watching it whilst we're watching Netflix. Of course, that can sometimes happen, but we also have to take the action steps. And it's that balance between the feminine and the masculine energy of we've been very much in our feminine, but it's also time to put the work out there, put our voices out there, put whatever we're here to create out into the world, because now is the time. We are going through such big shifts as a collective, as humanity on Earth. You don't have to look very far to see how much is changing. And so that will wrap up the session just with some like very clear action steps, and hopefully I'll guide you through a method to find just a very simple way of, so we don't get overwhelmed with anything. But first, let's see what card wants to come up. Okay, so we've got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, and it's not yours to carry. So if that resonates at all, so that is the card. So it's literally what I've been doing in breaks between, just being in water and just allowing the surrender and the water to really support us. And yeah, I love that. It's so important to have those boundaries, and to really notice kind of what energy you're picking up, especially if you're much like an empath or much more empathetic, or picking up on collective or whatever other energies. It's so important to kind of continuously cleanse, and especially if you're feeling a little bit more sensitive or at different times within your cycle as well, you can pick up different types of energies. So just really making kind of a ritual and a routine and having that structure with yourself, whether it's in the morning or in the evening or both. And yeah, I've got a whole worksheet that I can maybe send if you're interested in that, on how to like really cleanse your energy, and very simple things like things that you can do in the shower or things you can do just before you're going to sleep. And I'll also send what the reading of it, what the official reading of it. But yeah, for me, that interpretation is just really like washing away what is not longer, what is no longer ours. And I think that all of the sessions today have really like been very clear, and I think it's that kind of really letting the summer go and really allowing, going through potentially that meditation at the very beginning as well, being like, okay, what do we want to take from summer, and what are we ready to fully release and let go from that, and how can we integrate it. And I think something that just popped into my head was yesterday I spoke with them, and we were saying that, you know, you need to close a lot of chapters for the universe to hand you the next chapters. And it's this theme that's kind of actually been coming up over the whole summer, is tying up the loose ends. If you know you've got an email to reply to, do it. If you have someone that you need to get back to, but you're worried that if you say no to that thing, something else isn't going to happen, just put in that line and just say, no, that's actually not what I want, and trusting that it is going to fall into place and all the things are going to happen exactly as you hope to, or even better. But yeah, tying up all those loose ends and let it go. It's not yours to carry anymore. Don't feel responsible for anyone else, just really let it go. And this is a beautiful time, this autumn equinox season energies over the next few days and weeks, of really like manifesting and writing down what you want to carry forward into the rest of the year. So On that note, we will do a quick little meditation just to really step into this next chapter. So gently closing your eyes and just allowing all of the sessions today to just settle within you. It's been a lot. It's been really magic. A lot of things will have shifted. A lot of things will start to become very, very clear. We also still have half of the moon to go before the full moon. So there's still this kind of building energy. So just allowing it all to settle. And just maybe thinking back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the day. And just noticing how your body feels. Maybe it feels a little bit different to how it did earlier. Just thinking back through all of these amazing, incredible sessions. And allowing the energy from each and every one of them just to settle and integrate within your body. Imagining your cells all renewing beautiful white light in each and every experience that we've had today. Just really integrating in every single cell of your body, so you are actually glowing with all of these changes, shifts, realizations. And I want you to connect to the version of yourself that you are stepping into. The one who has everything that they want, everything that they need. Maybe it's the relationship, the money in your bank account, the clients, the work that you're doing, the place that you live, the friends that you have, the food that you're eating. Just really allow yourself to connect to this version of you, because they already exist. And just notice how they move, what they're wearing, where they are. How their face looks, and how everyone looks around them. The people that we surround ourselves with have such a big impact on us. And I want you to walk up to this version of you and to stand opposite each other. And just really notice how their energy feels. I want you to look straight into their eyes. And just hold that gaze. I want you to ask them, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And again, don't judge what comes into your head. Don't judge what they say. Just accept it, acknowledge it. Maybe it's a very specific thing, maybe it's more general. Now ask them, how can I connect to you? Is there a sign? Is there a number, image, or word that will remind me to connect to you? And now ask them, is there anything that you want to give to me? What gift do I want to give you? I want you to look back into their eyes and notice how you feel when you look at them. What energy do they give you? Maybe it's confidence, power, strength, love. They take your hand and guide you a little further along the path of wherever you are, maybe into a group of people, maybe further into the sea, wherever you are. And they're just holding your hand. And you're just enjoying the environment, the atmosphere. When you look down at your hand and you realize you're not holding anyone's hand in, you realize that this version of you is a part of you. That version of you already exists within you. And you already are a part of this environment, this living version of your dreams. I want you to take a few steps back out of the sea and sit yourself down. And just observe the joy, the laughter, the fun, the ease, the flow. And I want you to imagine that there's a path from where you're sat to this scene playing out in front of you. And each step is already there. You might just not know what the next one is going to be, or the one after that. All you have to do is take that first step. So it's already there. You're already walking towards that vision, that goal, those dreams. You just have to take that first step. Just notice in your body if there's any feelings of resistance, feelings of discomfort, or any beliefs that this can't happen to you. And just notice where they're sat in the body. There's no right or wrong answer. Just trust that wherever you're drawn to, that's where it sits. And I just want you to start imagining that you're pulling out this part of you that isn't in alignment with your dream, isn't in alignment with this scene. And just notice if it's got a texture, a color. I want you to either take it out or start pulling it out. And it comes easily. Let it come out. As it comes out, you just place it on the floor next to you. And there's a fire pit. And you just place it into this fire pit. And just notice it, make sure that all of it is out. You don't want any remnants of it. And just watch it all burn. And in this place that it was, I want you to fill it with gold. Whether that's molten gold or a gold light, whatever it is, fill that space with gold. And maybe that first step feels a little bit easier now. You can always come back to this place. Imagine the scene, the dream, the goals in front of you. And notice what resistance is coming up. You don't need to necessarily understand it or figure out where it's come from. You can choose to let it go. Looking back at this scene playing out in front of you. And I want you to feel that it's already happening. And feel the excitement, almost like you wake up, you know that Christmas Day is coming when you're a child, and you know that there's going to be presents in the morning. Have that expectation and that excitement. You know that this is going to happen. There's no question. How would you live your life? How would you move forwards if you knew that this was going to happen? We know that the sun is going to rise tomorrow. How can you have the same degree of confidence that this dream is going to happen? Feel that excitement within your body. And allow it to percolate throughout your whole body. As you gently start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And notice as you move, this excitement stays within your body. This confidence that this is going to happen, it's staying within your body. It's lightness and joy. It's staying within the body. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. You might want to stretch. You have a few cracks in your back. Giving yourself some time. You might want to journal about what came up, what you were told, what gifts you were given. If you want to share, that's also, the space is open. And it's about taking that next step, as scary as it might be, and not necessarily when we have fear about the next step. What I've realized and what I've experienced, what's really helped me is that you don't actually need to figure out where that fear has come from, what's the story behind it, so like what's the trauma. Actually taking that step is healing enough, is working through that fear, working through that trauma, and creating that safety within yourself that whatever happens, you will be okay. So at the end of the day, we just need to feel safe within our bodies for things to be released and for us to be able to take the next steps. So hopefully you have a bit of clarity and a bit of motivation, and yeah, feeling realigned, reconnected with yourself, with your business potentially, with your goals, with your dreams. This day has been, I'm going to need some time to allow it all to settle and to integrate. Again, I'm so grateful for the people who have attended live, who will watch on the replay, speakers who have given up their time. And there we go, my voice is going. But yeah, I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to create more of these. And yeah, one of the things in my purpose that came up was organizing. I used to work in events. I just felt so in flow when I was organizing this, and alongside the energy work and the coaching, everything, it's all magic. So you just got to take that step, as terrifying as it was. And this event has been a whole road. It's been a whole thing. Yeah, wow. So I think I'm just going to sleep for the next few days and send out the replays. But yeah, thank you again so much, and see you all soon. Mwah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for creating it.